Hi loves, I'm Jenna, and in today's video we're gonna talk about the importance and the effect of romanticizing your life. So let's start. For example, when you wake up, do you want to be rushed? Do you want to be tired? Do you want to be running around the house getting your things before you need to leave to work? Or do you want to be well rested? Do you want to be in peace? Do you want to be feeling well? What I've noticed for myself is that I need to have a slow morning, no matter the schedule that I'm gonna have for the day, but I work much better when I have a slow morning. Because of course, you want to wake up with a good note. I would say that take 15 or 30 minutes for yourself in the morning. Wake up 15 or 30 minutes earlier than you would normally wake up and take that time for yourself. And now if you're saying that I don't have time for that, I'm sorry, but you are creating a problem for yourself, because you can't be that busy that you don't have 15 minutes extra. We're not talking about 2 hours. We're talking about 15 or 30 minutes. So take that away from your sleep. And if you want to prioritize your well-being, you are able to do this. So do that and find yourself a morning routine that works for you. For me, usually when I wake up, I always put my diffuser on, or an incense, or like a candle that has like a really nice smell. So then, when I go do my skincare or prepare for breakfast, when I come back to my room smells really nice and it calms me. Also, something that helps me a lot is to listen to music, because often when you wake up, you might feel a bit tired no matter how much you sleep, or you might already feel a bit stressed from the day or from the week, or if you're having a more stressful period of your life. Put on good music and do your skincare or makeup while listening to good music. Or I know that my flatmate, my best friend, she always listens to or watches YouTube's like vlogs. Every morning she does that, literally every morning. So if that's something that works for you, do that. For me, it's music. And also something that I've been focusing this year, so for less than 2 months now, but anyways, is always having breakfast. When I first moved here, I always ate breakfast, but then the Italian culture kind of like kicked in and I started just having a coffee and a brioche, or something sweet to eat. But now I don't want to have coffee the first thing going to my body, because I've noticed that it has a really big impact whether I eat first healthy food and then have the coffee maybe 2 hours after waking up. And I've noticed that that works better for me. Also, I drink decaf because I've noticed that it works better for me. So again, it's all about finding the things that works for you the best. But anyways, about the breakfast, something that I love to do is to use the best plates that I have. Probably everybody has plates that are for your celebrations, or the ones that you use during weekend or when you invite friends over. For me, I want to use those plates every day, because it literally makes me happier to drink my morning juice out of a champagne glass, or to have my bread or porridge or whatever I'm having out of a pretty bowl or a pretty plate that has like little golden details or something like that, because it just looks aesthetically more pleasing, and I am a very visual person, so I do value that. And it might sound like a silly thing, but when I moved here to Italy, I was living in an apartment that had green shelves, and I had orange wall in my room. And as you can see, I love neutral colors, very, very Scandi minimalist colors. So when I had that, I didn't enjoy it, but I mean, it was at the time. I couldn't afford to be somewhere nicer because I had a very strict budget for my studies. So yeah, I was there and I was buying little plates and little glasses that were looking more nice, because I was like, okay, I can't change the color of my wall, which is like bright orange, or I can't change the kitchen green shelves or the green sofa which look straight from a student accommodation. So I was like, okay, I can change my plates, I can change my glasses, I can do little bit of romanticizing out of that. So I feel like what I'm trying to say is stop waiting for a special occasion and start doing those things now, using those plates and cups or whatever you have on your mind, or on, not on your mind, but on your cabinet, and use those. Second thing, when we're talking about romanticizing our lives more, is to avoid negative thinking. And I literally cannot highlight this enough, because if you're always thinking that, okay, if I would have this, I'd be happier. If I would have that, I'd be happier. If I would live in this place, if, you're not being in the present, you're being in a future. You're being in a very negative future, because you're not focusing what you have right now. You're just allowing your mind to be in scarcity and dissatisfaction. So what you can do instead of this negative thinking, or this, if I had this, if blah, 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 focus on what you have currently and really be grateful of that. I know it sounds silly, and I know that everybody keeps saying that, like, be grateful, gratitude is such a huge power. But I mean, people wouldn't be saying it if it wouldn't be true, because it is true. And it literally, like, you can never be happy. You can never be fully content and happy if you are not grateful of the things that you have. It doesn't mean that you don't, or you're not allowed, or you can't work for the things that you want to have, because of course that's life, of course. But do you think that you'd be happy with the things that you want to have if you're not even grateful right now for what you do have? So literally shift your mindset, and all the things that you take for granted, start appreciating those things. It can be as easy as, okay, I have a house, I have a room, I have my family, I have my loved ones, I have healthy food, I get to work, I have a job, I can go to the gym, I can move my body. Like, all those basic things that you take for granted so easily, you shouldn't take those for granted. You should appreciate those. And then when you appreciate those things, you can add on to those things, and you'll also appreciate the things that you want to have in the future. Also, one thing is that don't think that your happiness is in the future. Don't think that, okay, on Friday, on the weekend, I'll be happy. When I get this job promotion, then I'll be happy. When I do X, Y, and Z, then I'm happy. Because that literally, it doesn't work. You achieve it, and then you feel empty, because the thing that you've thought that makes you happy doesn't really make you happy, because you've set on your mind, you've already set that it's something that you need to achieve, you need to accomplish, and then there just comes the next thing to accomplish, and then you're in this constant loop of things what you want to accomplish, thinking that they will make you happy, but they don't, because life happens now. Happiness is right now. So to summarize everything, I would say that don't focus on how your life looks like, but focus on how your life feels like. Because then you focus on the feelings, which are, for example, being happy, being in gratitude, being content, being yourself, and not on the materialistic things. And really focus being grateful and being present, living your life right now, enjoying the things that you're doing. As little as, let's say, it can be when you're making coffee in the morning, or it can be when you're doing laundry, or, for example, I love cleaning. I love cleaning because it makes me to not think about anything, and that's when I notice that I'm happy, and it's literally cleaning. But I promise you, if you start living a bit slower, you start being more present, you start getting more awareness of yourself and the things that you enjoy, I promise you, you'll be happier, you'll be more content, And when you start taking more time for yourself, you're more mindful, you add a little luxury to life. For example, let's say you can take a shower with some candles or make your favorite dish a bit more often. Those in the end are the little big things that make you happy and make you present and make you feel good. Let me know your thoughts about this video, good ones, critique, anything, everything, because it is my this is my second second video, so do let me know what your thoughts were and anything. So yeah, talk to you very soon. Bye.